If Lot was righteous, why did God destroy Sodom? What if I told you that one righteous man lived in a city, yet the entire city was still destroyed? Not because God didn't see him, not because God didn't care, but because something deeper was happening. This is the mystery of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the story of a man named Lot, a man the Bible calls righteous, yet he could not save his city. Why? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear is not just history, it is a warning. Before destruction came, mercy spoke first. In the book of Genesis, chapter 18, God revealed his plan to Abraham, and Abraham began to plead, "Will you destroy the righteous with the wicked?" Then he asked, "What if there are 50 righteous people?" God said, "I will spare the city." 45, 40, 30, 20, finally 10. And God said, "If I find 10 righteous people, I will not destroy it." Pause for a moment. That means an entire city could have been saved if just 10 people stood for what is right, but they weren't there. Now let's talk about Lot. The Bible, in 2 Peter 2:7-8, calls him a righteous man. But here is the shocking truth. Lot was righteous, but he was silent. He lived among corruption, but did not transform it. He sat at the city gate, a place of influence, yet the city remained unchanged. Righteousness is not just who you are, it is also what you influence. Lot escaped sin personally, but he did not challenge it publicly, and that made all the difference. Then came the final test. Angels entered the city, and what happened next revealed everything. The men of the city surrounded Lot's house, not out of curiosity, but out of deep corruption. Even when divine visitors stood before them, they refused to change. This is powerful. It wasn't just that the city was sinful, it was that the city rejected correction. When people no longer feel conviction, judgment is near. God did not destroy Sodom because of one sin, but because of a hardened heart. So why didn't God spare the city because of Lot? Here's the truth. 1. God is just. Righteousness cannot cancel deliberate wickedness. 2. God honors choice. The people chose their path repeatedly. 3. Influence matters. One man without impact cannot cover a nation. 4. Righteousness is not transferable. You cannot live right on behalf of others. Lot could be saved, but the city had to answer for itself. Mercy in the midst of judgment. Even in destruction, God showed mercy. The angels told Lot, "Escape for your life." They even pulled him out by hand. This is deep. Before judgment falls, God always makes a way of escape. Lot was not ignored. He was rescued, because God never forgets the righteous. The warning to us. Now here is where it gets personal. We are living in times not very different from Sodom. The question is not, is there one righteous person? The question is, are there enough people standing for truth? Are we like Lot, quiet, comfortable, and uninfluential? Or are we like Abraham, interceding, standing, and speaking? Because one silent believer cannot stop a collapsing system. Conclusion: God did not fail Sodom. Sodom failed to respond to God. And Lot, it was saved alone. Let this sink in. Being righteous may save you, but influencing others may save a generation.